selective stains, and indirect methods involve RT-PCR, ELISA, Western blot. இந்த மாதிரி டெக்னிக்ஸ் எல்லாமே antibody detection techniques. இதெல்லாமே வந்து indirect methods. So what is the stain used for hot staining?
Acid hot stain.
சொல்லு பார்த்து சொல்லு. What is the stain used? Ziehl-Neelsen staining. And for cold staining, we will be using carbon fusion. So carbon fusion, if you are staining tuberculosis mycobacterium, so it will retain the stain even after if you decolorize. If you try to decolorize with acid and alkaline, the stain will be retained in the cell walls of these bacteria because of the high content of mycolic acids. And the next one is fluorescent staining. So fluorescent staining will be, they will be doing using auromin O or auromin rhodamine. Idella vachu they will be doing fluorescent stain. How it will be appearing is, it will appear as a yellow color. It will fluorescence as yellow against dark background. Culture. Concentrated specimens generally inoculated in Lowenstein-Jensen's medium. Idella is specific medium for Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Already I told tuberculosis bacteria வந்து it will grow in very enriched medium. So இதுல வந்து என்னென்ன இருக்கும்னா egg, meat, mineral salts, asparagines, agar இதெல்லாமே வந்து enriched, that is highly enriched medium தான் it will grow. And they appear as buff color, dry, irregular colonies. And they are creamy, white to yellow color with smooth surface. So this is colonies of Mycobacterium tuberculosis on this Lowenstein-Jensen medium. Just if you remember the name of the medium, that is enough. And what are the components present in the medium, that is enough. Coagulated egg, mineral salt solution, asparagine, malachite green and agar. Okay. So liquid medium, the sense that is solid medium. Liquid medium, there are two types of media are used. One is BACTEC, another one is MGIT. These are the two liquid mediums which are normally used for culturing this bacteria. And allergic test. So இப்போ உன்னோட பாடியில் வந்து ஆல்ரெடி வந்து இன்ஃபெக்ஷன் இருக்கா இல்லையா அப்படின்றது யூ கேன் ஆல்சோ கன்ஃபார்ம் யூசிங் த அலர்ஜிக் டெஸ்ட். ஸோ அதில் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அலர்ஜிக் டெஸ்ட்டில் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, தே வில் பி இன்ஜெக்டிங் த பியூரிஃபைட் ப்ரோட்டீன் டெரிவேட்டிவ், தட் இஸ் பியூரிஃபைட் டெரிவேட்டிவ் ஆஃப் மைக்கோபாக்டீரியம் tuberculosis, அதோட ஆன்டிஜனையே தே வில் பி இன்ஜெக்டிங். ஸோ வாட் ஹேப்பன்ஸ், ஆல்ரெடி இஃப் யூ ஹவ் காட் த இன்ஃபெக்ஷன், யுவர் பாடி மைட் ஹேவ் டெவலப் ஆன்டிபாடிஸ் டு தட் tuberculosis. ஓகேவா? ஸோ நீ ஒரு ஆன்டிஜன், அதே ஆன்டிஜனை இன்ஜெக்ட் பண்ணும்போது தேர் வில் பி இம்யூனோ ரியாக்ஷன், ரெண்டுமே ஆன்டிஜன் ஆன்டிபாடி ரியாக்ஷன் இருக்கும்போது அது வந்து ஒரு ஹைப்பர் சென்சிட்டிவிட்டி ரியாக்ஷனாக உன்னோட ஸ்கின்ல வந்து விசிபிளாக தெரியும். கேன் யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? If your body is infected with Mycobacterium tuberculosis, your body should have produced antibody against that. Okay, so you have to confirm whether it is infected. In that case, they will be injecting a purified protein derivative of Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So already antibody is present in your body. Okay, so what happens? Antigen antibody reaction நடந்து it will show hypersensitivity reaction. So இது வந்து ஸ்கின்ல தான் they will forearmல வந்து they will be injecting. So எந்த இடத்துல இன்ஜெக்ட் பண்றோமோ அந்த இடத்துல it will be seen as an inflammation மாதிரி தெரியும். hypersensitivity reaction வந்து எப்படி விசிபிளா தெரியும்னா it like an inflammation. That is allergic test. Can you understand? இந்த டெஸ்ட்டுக்கு பேர் வந்து மேட்டாக்ஸ் டெஸ்ட் ஆர் டியூபர்குலின் டெஸ்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொல்லுவாங்க. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a type of allergic test. It leads to the development of delayed hypersensitivity to Mycobacterium tuberculosis antigen, which can be detected by Mantox test. இதில் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா 0.5 ml of PPD means purified protein derivative is injected intradermally on the forearm. So after 48 to 72 hours, the site is examined. So induration of 10 mm or more is considered positive. That is, you will be getting an inflammation. Skin la vandu inject panna edathula vandu or inflammation site mari inflammation mari irukum. That is the positive test. That is it shows that hypersensitivity reaction has taken place between the antibody already present in your body and the antigen injected. So இந்த மாதிரி உனக்கு ஒரு inflammation மாதிரி அந்த இன்ஜெக்ட் பண்ண ஏரியால தெரியும். அதை வச்சு you can confirm the positive test. Okay, can you understand what is allergic test? It is also called Mantox test or tuberculin test. Then detection of antibodies. So already we have no detection of antibodies by ELISA, RIA, lattice agglutination assay. In the they will be detecting the antibody test. But WHO has recommended that these tests should not be used for diagnosis of active tuberculosis. So active tuberculosis, dormant tuberculosis, latent tuberculosis, so they can do these tests, antibody test. But in the case of active tuberculosis, this should not be done. Eventually, they have told. Biochemical reactions is not needed. So we'll go to prophylaxis. So what are the general measures to taken to prevent this? One is adequate nutrition, health, good housing, hygienic measures. இதெல்லாமே follow பண்ணணும். இதெல்லாமே வந்து இருந்துச்சுன்னா aerosol droplets, droplet nuclei இதெல்லாம் it won't be spread. Okay. Then next one is normal general prophylaxis. This immunoprophylaxis na enna? So tuberculosis ku enna vaccine kudukranga? What is the vaccine given for tuberculosis? Immediately after birth, they will be giving BCG vaccine. That is the vaccine for tuberculosis. Okay. So what happens? They will be giving BCG vaccine is nothing but the live attenuated strain of Mycobacterium bovis. So what happens when Mycobacterium tuberculosis? So Mycobacterium bovis oda antigen வந்து if you are injecting live attenuated strain direct inject பண்ணும்போது the body will produce antibody against it. So அந்த antibody இருக்கிறதால again if there is infections from Mycobacterium tuberculosis, the antibody will react with that antigen. New Mycobacterium tuberculosis oda react பண்ணு. So immediately after birth, 0.1 ml of vaccine is given to the infant. During the first year of life, first 1 year they will be giving this BCG vaccine. This is an immunoprophylaxis measure taken to prevent this disease. Can you understand? So the vaccine for TB is answer. The vaccine for TB is BCG vaccine. The marakada. This one 1 year they are giving BCG. It is the live attenuated strain of Mycobacterium bovis. So which will develop hypersensitivity to Mycobacterium tuberculosis. That is the antibody or antibody will be developed. So the antibody will be developed and so 1 minute mark. Okay. So BCG vaccine is given immediately after birth to develop antibodies for the Mycobacterium tuberculosis infection. Okay. Can you hear me? Yes. Yes or no? Okay. Then the next one is chemoprophylaxis. So what type of drugs are given for Mycobacterium tuberculosis prevention? The first line of drugs, that is isoniazid and rifampicin. This is the first line of antibiotics. These are given initially. Adilama they will be giving other drugs like pyrazinamide, ethambutol, streptomycin. They will be giving. But the first line of drugs is isoniazid and rifampicin. So if they ask what is the antibiotic generally used to treat Mycobacterium tuberculosis, that is tuberculosis infection, is isoniazid and rifampicin. We should not forget this. The dose you no need to study, just study the names. Okay. Lokesh, line la irkiya? Manoj, Manoj. Answer
Ma'am.
banana. What is the drug used? What is the first line of drug? சொன்னேன் ரெண்டு ட்ரக் சொன்னேன் சொல்ல என்னன்னு பார்த்து சொல்லு
கேட்கல மேம் நீங்க பேசுறது.
இப்ப கேக்குதா உனக்கு அங்க கேக்குதுன்றதே எனக்கு கேக்குது சொல்லு என்ன ட்ரக் ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ற isoniazid and rifampicin. You should not forget this. Okay. Okay. So this is the prophylaxis measures taken. That is general measures like adequate nutrition, good housing, health education, hygienic measures. Idella vandu normal measures taken. And next one is immunoprophylaxis. That is immunity developing using BCG vaccine. This is given at the during the first year of life. And the next one is chemoprophylaxis, like chemical drugs are given like isoniazid, rifampicin, pyrazinamide, ethambutol, and streptomycin. First line of drugs are isoniazid and rifampicin. Okay, so in addition to these, there is another therapy which is followed to prevent tuberculosis is DOTS. That is directly observed therapy short course. Okay, so இது எதுக்கு பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா, for example, if a person is going for treatment to treat tuberculosis, means he will be getting these drugs as medicine, isoniazid, rifampicin, இதெல்லாம் வந்து antibiotics. So if he takes these antibiotics, after some 3 days or 2 days எடுத்துட்டு கொஞ்சம் காஃப் எல்லாமே குறைஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் he will leave that antibiotic course. He won't continue. Antibiotic எடுத்தா he has to continue the course for எவ்வளோ 6